A while ago, I posted this community post where I showcased this piece of art, and one of you guys in the comment section asked me how I make my art look scary, which is actually a really good question because I don't really know how I do it, because if you know anything about me, you'll know that I really love horror, and for a while I've been making horror art, which is kind of just subconsciously influenced all of my art because I like making horror art, and when I'm creating something, I try to create something I like, as I'm making it. So I often end up like subconsciously making something that looks scary. In order to make this video, I had... Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. I don't really know how to end this section of the video. Okay, so these are the three tricks I think I use when I'm drawing something like... Fuck, the arrow's the wrong way. These tricks, character design tricks, lighting, and making it unnatural. Usually when I'm making art, or like horror art, I use this pixel brush. We're unfortunately gonna have to watch an ad in order to make this. Okay, we're done. Fuck. Come on, go away! Go fuck! It's a skip button. There, fine. Fuck hell. There we go. We have the pixel brush. When I'm drawing a character, usually I start with the head, which... Wrong layer. Okay. Just like this. An egg. Core idea that you need to do is... Imagine there's a factory out there where they make humans, and just at some part of the process, they fucked up the process and they ended up making some absolutely horrid-looking, disgusting-ass human. First, there's the eyes. There are multiple ways you can do the eyes. You can do small dots eyes, which looks creepy because it's really emotionless and you can't they're not conveying any emotion, which is what makes it creepy. It's the Dr. Nowhere approach, I call it. This is what Dr. Nowhere often uses for his art. Just small dot eyes like this. And you can also just give them big fucking psychotic eyes, which is a little harder to work with, but you can still do this. The very big pupils, which is pupils are also a big thing in this. You can do a lot of stuff with the pupils. You can give them very big and manic looking pupils, or you could give them this. We can also give him very realistic looking human eyes, something this, a realistic human thing. And there's the final technique you can use, which is just giving them completely black eyes and then doing something something like this. I think I'm gonna do this this eyeball here actually, and then keep the realistic eye. But yeah. Also gonna probably remove the reflections because that looks fucking silly. And also a general thing you can do with the eyes is just make the eyes all look in a different direction, they're all independent of each other, because that looks very unnatural. And another thing you can do is give the eyeballs these hard shadows under their eyes. Here, look at this. Fucking sleep deprivation. There you go. Now we've done the eyes, we can move on to the nose. Now you can just straight up not give your character a nose. And when I'm giving a nose, usually I do this, which is a very harsh black shadow. And then this. You can also try to do something giving it a few very black shapes. This. Make a few circles that are just really black. A few lines, and then you get this. Now we have a human that looks like really, looks like they've done a lot of drugs throughout their lifetime, like, you know, those before and after drugs photos. Now we can move on to the jaw, which is arguably one of the most important parts. Personally, I like really big and open jaws, like the SCP-096 jaw. Or you can also do a thing where you like give them a massive smile. With your character, you should either like make them look very emotionless and like empty inside, or you should make them look like aggressively happy. And there's the other thing you can do, which just making it like the upper face like its entirely own form, then making the jaw its own thing, like this. Like, you know, like a tube that twists underneath. Like twists underneath the face. You can color this completely black. Like the mouth needs to be completely black unless you do something like making it like red inside and like making it darker and darker. But yeah, you can give it lips or something if you want, because the lips can be really creepy. I don't know why. If you do lips, you can also do like cheekbones. And let me just add some lips under here too. So now we have like a very disturbed looking man. Like those, have you seen those Norwegian statues they put outside of like gas station? So now we have this very unsettling human face. Also, as a general rule of thumb, don't give them eyebrows, because I don't know, not having eyebrows is creepy. It's creepy for some weird reason. I know it's called the uncanny valley, but I don't like using the term uncanny valley, because it's like a very overused term that feels like it just gets put into like YouTube titles to get clicks at this point. It's just like this, like a human that at some point of its creation got messed up and did something wrong and probably like regrets creating it. So if anyone watching this video looks like this, no offense of course, but like, dear God. And now we can do one of my favorite parts of drawing, which is the teeth. I like teeth. Now you can either just like not give it teeth, which makes it look like very hollow, and I think this can be creepier, because if it doesn't have teeth, and like you don't know if it's going to eat you or something, you don't know like what it's going to do with you. Teeth can also like be very effective for very like, so you can see here, like very visceral designs. So usually when I'm drawing teeth, I'd like make these bouncing waves, I think I'd call them, and then you draw like spikes at the top of the waves. And now we have teeth. Well, I like it more without teeth, so I'm going to not give it teeth, but yeah. Now we've gotten some general character design out the way. Also, I'm not going to be doing the rest of the body, because there's like genuinely so much you can do with that. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. Next thing is lighting, which I've already kind of gone through lighting, which, what the fuck? I've already kind of done this, which is, as you see, the very harsh blacks, which giving shit shadows, which are just very black. Because I think like the pitch black shadow approach, the very sharp contrast thing works, because it makes it look harsher, something, and also on more natural, because that's not how light works in the real world. And there's also like this approach you can do to lighting, which is taking like one dark color, coloring the entire thing that one color, like this, and then once you've colored the entire thing with this dark color, you then just take that color and then make it brighter. Then you like keep doing that until it's full, you know, the entire thing has gotten like really bright. And yeah, I'm gonna do a little time lapse of this. And okay, now we've got this thing. Oh my god. This actually came up out a little creepier than I expected. I think I'm gonna give it some here too, just to make it look like very disturbing. Okay, now we have this very weird looking, unnatural, and creepy human. So now let's go to the last trick I often use, which is making it unnatural. Now what do I mean by fucking hell? Something like making it look like otherworldly, like an alien from another dimension or something. It's like crap. Giving it like random spots of color. Its hair, human or crap. Fuck! Stupid fucking. How about we like give her like a pointed, like a very long and pointed nose. Just. I think I just gotta like do this to make it look less weird. Like add weird details, like teeth to the side of the mouth, which is like something that humans don't usually do. Like pretty much all fear in the universe just derives from not knowing. The fear of the unknown is like just fear in general, so making something unknown is the best. Just making something like very strange and hard to understand, that's like the best way to make something scary. What if I make it look like it's like melting or something? Yeah, that works because like now your brain is struggling to understand like what material this thing is made of. Like, yeah, that works. So. Another thing you can do to make it unnatural is, I talked about this a little bit earlier, but like a strange amount of reflections in the eyeballs. To the point where like it stops being cute and becomes like fucking disgusting. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do to make it look unnatural. But like, it's pretty much like anything that you can think of on the spot. I recommend having autism for this step. Also, another thing you can do to make it creepy is like do something that's like physically impossible, like this. Imagine just seeing this like in real life, like the pupil that's like clearly pushed behind in the closed off socket, like leaking out a purple beam that's like stretching outside of the face. I think I'm going to stop here. This is the finished drawing, but I don't know if I explained everything very well, but I don't know. It's been fun showing you guys the process of making stuff like this, and yeah. If you made it to this part of the video, just really thank you a lot. This video was a little rough around the edges, in my opinion, because it was really just something I made because someone asked me a question and because I wanted to give you guys some content, because you know I'm gonna be gone for a while because I have a really big project I'm working on, and I didn't just want to make you guys another song to listen to. So I hope this video was enjoyable to you. And I noticed that my last two videos got like 50 and 60 views, but then both of them only got like 2 likes, and I was one of them. Like, you do know that I can see that you aren't liking my video, right? Like, listen, buddy, listen. In this world, I am a person who really cares about justice. And with all the ICE agents and Epstein shit and all the age verification stuff that's been going all around in the world, I think it's safe to say that the world is slowly starting to lose its justice. So I am going to personally make sure that I can deliver justice in any way that I can. And you know, I put a lot of work and effort into these videos, so it would like really help a lot if you actually like supported them. Because you know, I just made this entire 16-minute long video for you, so it would only be fair if you could just at least press like this one button, right? Like the fucking video.